Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video by yours truly. First and foremost, super hyped for the Etheria restart launch. It's actually weird because I'm like, bro, you played this game with 3 different accounts on the test server. And the whole time I was thinking, this is such a terrible idea. You're going to regret this when the game launches. You're not going to have any fun. I'm still hyped. I'm still hyped to play this damn game, which is crazy because I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking like, Smack game doesn't look all that. I'll be honest with you. For people who've never played it, it doesn't look all that until you start playing it. And you're like, you know what, bro, this shit kind of slapping. It's funny, man. And keep in mind, I never played Summoner's War or Epic 7, which apparently are good parallels. So for me, I've just been having a good time. Anyways, I know what you clicked on the video for. It's time to talk about what you're curious about. What are my launch plans? Who are the characters that I'm going to be going for? What's the standard selector and all that good jazz? We will get into that, but first, I need you guys to know there's going to be Twitch drops occurring on the launch tomorrow. So if you watch any streamer, me, whoever the hell you enjoy, you can get some free pulls, some free currency, and all that good stuff. But I also have an exclusive code to get you even more goods on top of the Twitch drops. So you're going to be wanting to watch your boy anyway. You know, Dan, I am partnered up with them. You know what I mean? Like, anyways, let's go ahead and get into all of this stuff. I want you to know, though, off rip, the buffs and nerfs that occurred in the latest patch note changed my plans quite drastically. It changed my priority of characters that I want. And so you're going to notice that, but I'll do my best to articulate your like every single thought process in terms of who I'm going for now. Okay, so keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and get into it. Another thing I wanted to mention to you guys it's pretty important. You're not going to get all the characters you want. Okay, don't even try it. It's just not going to happen. They give you a lot of pulls. You're going to get like 500 of them in the first 7 days. Some of you are going to get like 600 of them. It just depends on how diligently you're playing the game. And even then, you're still not going to get all the characters you want because there's a lot of characters to get. And so the most realistic approach here is to acquire a realistic amount of characters, or like, you know, tell yourself, okay, if I'm gonna do 500 pulls, then I'm probably gonna get like 8 characters, and that's with like a decent amount of luck. The worst scenario is you go max pity every time, which there's no way that's going to happen. But if it were to happen, that means you're only going to get about 7 characters, or 6 actually, technically speaking, because 6 times 80 is going to be, 480 pulls. So that's 20 shy of 500. That's literally the worst luck possible. Like, dude, I'm probably gonna get 10 characters in those 500 pulls. That's just how I be getting down, boys. But the way I designed this tier list is with 8 characters acquired in 500 pulls. Okay, that's very important. Now, Doki Doki is the module boss fight that you're gonna be farming for speed. Speed. That's going to be Doki Doki. There's 2 characters that you're going to want to have on your account against Doki Doki from a CC perspective, because the crowd control enables the enemies you're going up against, the mobs, to take 50% more damage. So actually, technically, they have an increased 50% like damage reduction until you CC them. So this girl here is very high value to pick up, but there's another character that's high value and she's completely free. We will get to her down the line as I'm going through this. But know that if you can get her in addition to the other girl, you're chilling. Now there's 2 more characters that came out, speaking of chilling. There's Mio, the new 5-star who can freeze, and then there's Kraken, who got nerfed a bit. Those 2 also work. But this girl is so good because not only is she really strong against Doki Doki, she's also really good in PvP. So if you can secure her, man, that's a banger. And that's what I'm trying to do. Hopefully I can get me a copy of her. I got a copy of her on all 3 accounts during the test server. So if I don't get a copy of her in the launch, I'll be pissed off. All right, moving on. And yes, there's also another DPS. We're not talking about that yet. We'll go into that in a bit. I guess, you know what? Fuck it. We can talk about it now. The best DPS in the game is a wind character, or grass, whatever the hell you want to call her. I think Real Mocha is her name. It's a short little midget with goddamn blasters, Mega Man blasters. I don't need her, but I want to be objective here and let you guys know that if your strategy is to pick her up, it's a fantastic strategy. I don't need her because I'm going for a different one. I got the 5 billion IQ play here, boys. Okay, but she is a truck. Like in terms of DPS against Doki Doki, but she also pops off in a number of these other modes too. So if you're going for Remoka, good. I'll show that off as we scroll down. Union Phantom Boss Killer. Okay, if you're doing Union mode, you're doing Phantom Theater, which you're gonna be doing these every day, and then you're doing any boss killer modes where like you're going up against some bosses that are hard to get by in the shell farming mode, or some bosses that are hard to get by in anti-sync heroes, which honestly, anti-sync heroes is like kind of more of a group effort, so you're not gonna really be using them in that. But there's a lot of situations where you're going up against a boss, you can't get over them. These guys are the people that will do the job for you. Especially the massive buff that Chloros got. He is now a single target damage machine, more than he already was. If you saw the buffs, you already know. But then Diding, if you can't secure a Chloros, then Diding is a monstrous 4-star DPS for the exact same reasons. He has this ability to where so long as he is targeting somebody, which he targets the person with the lowest HP percentage, then he gets guaranteed crits, pretty much guaranteed, because you have so much crit on him at this point that it's just guaranteed. And any excess crit rate converts into crit damage. And then he has like a follow-up on top of his ult. The dude's a monster, monstrous 4-star. And so if you can't get Chloros, try and secure him. Finally, this girl here, I forgot her damn name. Who cares? You know what she looks like. Her and Veronica do look a little similar. Don't get confused. This is, in my opinion, one of the most criminally slept on supports in the game. The bitch she is like Branya, if you're a HSR player, on steroids, bro. She gives you crit damage. She gives you attack percent boost to the whole team, by the way. And then her next skill advances somebody forward 100%. And it also reduces their skill cooldown by 2 goddamn turns. 2 turns. But now that's with investment. With no investment, it's 1 turn. So like crit damage boost, attack boost, 100% turn meter advancement, reduced skill cooldown, all from one character. If all of that wasn't enough for you, there was a time where I had all 3 characters dead. This is a true story. 3 characters dead. I think it was a Union boss fight. She comes up, she attacks, revives all 3 people at once. I was like, bro, what is this? What in the HSR global passive is this shit? So she can revive characters too. Like, bro, she's insane, man. Really high value. So I'm eyeing the shit out of her in my standard banner pool goals. Okay, and keep in mind, these 2 are standard banner goals. I only have them in this category so that you guys can better understand. For the people who don't know anything about the game, you're coming in fresh. I want you to understand the value of these characters and have a good identity to them. She is very good at killing bosses. She's very good in a lot of modes, but she specializes in the same thing as them, especially because she can bring your teammates back to life and do a bit more damage. Fantastic fucking character. Okay, now reroll or alt F4. I'm gonna be honest. If I don't get Heinrich, I'm okay. I'm okay. The alt F4 is if I don't get Lily. If I don't get Lily, I'm gonna reroll again. If I don't get Lily, I'm gonna reroll. I'm gonna use up all of them. I think I'm doing 6 different rerolls. I think I have 6 registered emails, bro. So if I don't get Lily in all 6, fuck me, dog. That's just it's just tough. You know, at that point, what can I do, boys? But if I don't get Lily in all 6, but I get a Heinrich, then I'm chilling. And I really hope one or the other shows up. If not, fucking hell. Boys, then we're cooked, you know? We're cooked. It's not that we're cooked, but damn, it would be so nice. You know what's funny though? 2 of my accounts that I went through, I didn't have a Lily at all, but I did have a Heinrich. So I feel like you're gonna get one or the other, unless you just have the worst goddamn luck ever. But Lily is a machine. She's just a machine, bro. She cheats. I don't know what to tell y'all. She can literally do like so many combos with so many different characters. It's wild. I was doing a combo with her and Hellkid where she would keep like bringing him back and reducing all his cooldowns to the point where bro just perma shielded the team. He would ult fat shield that covered like 50% of your team's HP, if not more. And then before the shield would even run out, he would ult again. It was just like perma shield. And that's because she just kept bringing him back. And then his auto attack on top of her, because she has another move every time she attacks her person with the twin trick attacks too. He can stun with his basic attack. So he was stunning motherfuckers when she would attack certain targets, they would get stunned. It was just like, and that's just him. There's every like DPS and character in the game has a gimmick with this character that they can pull off. It's just disgusting value in all modes effortlessly. So Lily is like she's the god tier role for me. Just me and Vulcan are both Raven fans of her. Obviously, Vulcan's the same exact praise for Lily that I am. I fucking love this character. So I'm going to be doing everything in my power to try and get her. Heinrich is just, not only is he a fantastic DPS, he's the only character in the game that can do a universal wound on all and strip all targets. He can remove debuffs, he can do the wound, like they can't heal. It's like, it's so many things that he uses. And there's a lot of gimmicks that you're gonna be going up against in this game, where if you don't get rid of these things on these fights, they're just gonna fuck your team up, like big time. The freaking boss on the far right, I'm terrible with the names, but it's in the module shells. He's fantastic against that person. He's fantastic against so many like scenarios, because bosses do get a lot of buffs, especially from their minions and shit. And so him being able to strip them is fantastic. Then there's the PvP side of things too, right? PvP, it's the same exact scenario. All those buffs and shit that people are getting, you go up against a Heinrich, bro's a problem. So long story short, another very good unit that'll just be longevity value for who knows how long. Hell. Okay, standard pool goals. Here we go, boys. Here we go. So with the buff that occurred to Kloss, I told y'all, she's insanely valuable. Insanely valuable. Anybody who picks up Kloss on their account, your account value just went up tremendously. So she can apply defensive down to everyone. She can apply speed down to everyone. She can then reduce the damage that your team is going to take while increasing the damage that their team is going to take. She does so much shit. It is actually like, it's in my opinion, just broken. And so to not have a Kloss on your account is a bit of a fucking miss. I'm gonna be honest. So that's the highest priority. If I can get her in the standard pools, great. If I don't get her in the standard pools, I'm probably gonna consider the selector for it. But it just depends on how things go. Again, it's up to the, you know, the luck of the draw, man. You know, Hellkit, he was at first to me a must-have until Kloss and one other character. You'll see the other character, but Hellkit is still a very high value for me. I still believe you guys need a sustain drastically, and he's somebody that can sustain the living shit out of your team. But so can Valerian, and who cares? So can these two. If you put these two together combined, they can do a fantastic job sustaining as well. Not taking up 2 slots, and in some scenarios, that's just gonna be a fucking L. Because there's gonna be some scenarios where, because you don't have him, you're just gonna need 2 sustainers. You're gonna need both, boom, boom, right? And it's gonna be a bit of a shit show, like getting through it, but you can get through it. He allows you to get through it a bit more comfortably. Actually, a lot more fucking comfortably. But this will be the strategy if I don't get Hellkit. I at least have a fallback. You know what I'm saying? It's like not having a fallback and getting through this game with no sustains at all. I'm telling you right now, these wells and these guys who are spending a lot more money and max refreshing, they're giving you an unrelatable perspective. I promise they're giving you an unrelatable. If you're coming into this game, let's put it this way. You're coming into this game completely free to play or very, very strict budget. This whole strategy right here, the problem is the scarcity of the resources you're going to have. And it's going to happen like it happens in every gacha game. You're going to come to this wall and you don't have enough resources to build up a bunch of characters, right? Whereas these guys, they keep max refreshing, or they're just buying up shit in the shop and stuff. And so they're not, the train doesn't stop moving for them. It's still going at the same pace. For you, that train's going to slow down. It's going to slow down big time. And that is why you want to have a reliable sustainer on your account. So Hellkit, especially with the nerf of Tiamat, with the nerf that occurred to her, Hellkit has now went up in value for me even more so. But the reality of it is, I want to try and see more so for content what I could do with these two. I do. So, but I have to get her. If I spend $1 on the game, I get Valerian guaranteed, and I am going to spend my $1. I think I might do a monthly login, and that's it. I think that's the only thing I'm going to do. I may get battle pass if it's a good battle pass, which to me, they didn't sell me on the battle pass. I'll be honest with you. They sold me on the monthly login. They did not sell me on the battle pass. But they'll save that for another video. This is guaranteed. This is not. If I don't get her, there's another sustainer option that I'll go over later. But the standard banner goals is to hopefully get Hellkit and Kloss. This girl is actually a T0 DPS, monstrous fucking character. Even with the little nerf that they gave her, she still gives 30% crit rate to your whole team. I played with her more than anybody in the beta. I have this bitch down to a T, okay? She does follow-ups. She can do follow-ups on other people's attacks because she applies a debuff that when people crit, she can follow up with a chance. the damage she does actually isn't even just strictly single target, because she can do single target damage, but then because she applies that debuff to the whole team, when people attack other targets, she follows up on them too. So this bitch just does absurd amounts of damage. And get this, every time she crits, she delays their turn meter. And she slows down with her ult. So this girl is like a Marvel, but a DPS too. And then giving crit to your team. She's insane, she is. But I don't recommend all-inning on her, because if you don't have all the pieces of the puzzle, which you won't, you're gonna find yourself in a quite of a predicament. I've been there and I've done that. I bought the tickets to that show. That's the reality of this tier list ordeal. As you're going through the game, you're gonna realize you just don't have certain pieces, and you have to figure out how to overcome that adversity with the pieces that you do have. And that's okay, it's fun, it's actually good, it's good strategy. But that's why she's not too high of a priority. She is a goal, but if I don't get her, hey, what the fuck can I do? I didn't get her, you know? Now, Marvel got nerfed, but he's still got that one turn powerful reduction. He still can push people back. He still can get the job done. So he's still a high value pick for me. Dina is literally for bursting down bosses. I'll put Dina in a team with like Dieting or Chloros, and then I'll just double down on the fucking buffs, right? Like put Lily plus her. And then they like this deep, it's basically a hyper buff. They will buff the living shit out of your DPS in the boss killing modes, Dina will, even against Terra Matan, to the point they don't even get to really do anything because you've already fucked them up. So that's like the role of Dina. Dorothy is like a budget option of if you don't have her. If you don't have her, Dorothy can almost do the exact same thing. She gives life steal, she gives crit rate boost. She also can advance somebody forward and reduce their cooldown, much like she can. She's a great option, and she's a buffer. So if you can secure a Dorothy, which you probably will, fantastic as well. But these are my goals. Now, who's the selector? I already leaked it earlier. Holy leaks. It's going to be Shiada. Boys, I have become a Shiada believer. I don't know how to say her name. It's Xiada. I'm just going to say Shiada. I don't know. This is the nine-tailed fox of Etheria Restart. This is the fucking Ari of League of Legends. She literally has orbs that basically give her tails, and then she eventually enters her like ultimate form. Basically, she's a ramp-up DPS that ramps up snowball-wise by receiving buffs. Every 3 buffs, she gets an orb. When she reaches 3 orbs, she pretty much gets access to spamming her ult every time she comes up. So she's ramp up, right? She lives and dies by receiving buffs. And so the team you want to build around her is a team of buffers. Case in point, Lily can buff her with her crit damage boost. Lily can buff her with, she has another buff. I can't remember the other buff. But Lily, this girl, Dorothy, Valerian as a sustainer. Valerian, every time a teammate pops up, they get a basic buff. The basic buffs are attack up, defense up, crit up, or speed up. And whatever they don't have, Valerian will then apply on them. So like my strategy here is to put Shada. God damn, I can't say her name. Shada on a team with like, if I can get Lily, fucking great. Lily, Valerian as a sustainer, right? And then we fill in the blank with what we need. It could be her if we ended up having her, a Gray for the crit rate buff, or it can be her. But everybody's gonna be buffing. You know who's also good for Shada? It's gonna be Freya. Even though Freya got nerfed, Freya gives an attack percent buff. She gives a defense up buff. She gives Dream Weave. She can give more Dream Weave with her basic attack. All those buffs, you got to think about every 3 buffs, an orb gets given to Shada. So the goal with Shada is pretty simple. It's to try and get as many buffs as possible, as fast as possible, so that she can reach the ramp up and start spamming that fucking ult. So is that character a bit of a cook? Yes, it is. But the cook is so worth it when you see that damage, bro. Because people got her down as AoE'er, and she is an AoE'er. But when she ramps up, even if one person's on the field, that damage is absurd. The final thing I really like about her is that she also buffs herself with her attack percent and crit damage buff with her passive, but then her basic attack does 3 ticks. I believe it's 3 ticks. Pop, pop, pop. And each tick has a chance to steal a buff from the target. Furthermore, characters like her who have 3 ticks means that they can proc some of the shell buffs. There's a shell that says do true damage on top of each crit, right? And so if she's critting pop, 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 her ult does the same thing, pop, 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 then that true damage is ticking each one of those ticks. Her damage is fucking absurd, guys. I'm sorry, I could talk your ears off about Shada all the time. I don't know, I'm pretty sure most people probably aren't going for this strategy. This is a strategy I'm going for because I love her playstyle. She does a lot of damage and I see value in her. I can clear Doki Doki with her. I can clear the one on the far right hand side. I can push anti-sync heroes with her. I can push the shell mode with her. I can even do like, I can do so much with her that's why I'm like strongly investing in her. But this is just like my particular plan. I'm not expecting you guys to do the same thing. Here's the reality though. If I get her in the standard pulls, because the goal here is to do 200 pulls. If in 200 pulls I don't see a Shada, the next 40 will be the selector to get my Shada. But if in 200 pulls I get the Shada, then what do I do then? Well, then I have to change my selector. And then it's gonna be, do I have a Kloss? Okay, then I'm using Kloss. Do I have a Hell Kit? No, okay, then I'm getting Hell Kit. See, that's how it works. And we just don't really know how that's just gonna turn out. But this, by all means, I will make happen. She's priority number one for me, especially if I get Lily, because Lily in the combo with her is also going to be, it's going to be ridiculous. Like Lily keep bringing her up. She keeps spamming the fucking ult, bro. Oh my God, dude. So like, that's like my number one go-to plan. If you want me to be honest, it's all four of these in a row. It's Chloros, Lily, Kloss, and Shada. Now the chances of this happen are pretty fucking slim, but if it could happen, boys, we gonna be eating good. You know, the other positive about it is she fine as hell, boys. You know what I'm saying? So not only is the character gonna meet my needs in terms of gameplay and strategy, she's also some good eye candy. Getting back on track though, the final like selling point for this is she has a lot of different like utility options. It's not like you need a particular team. You can put her with Freya. In fact, if you wanted to waste no time with your whole like game plan, she's actually got a very free to play like team. You could get her as the selector, guaranteed, right? After your 200 pulls, then you just pick up a Freya from the guaranteed Freya banner because you know she's coming home. Freya and her synergize very fucking well together because all the buffs Freya gives to her, right? That only leaves 2 other slots left. You get the Valerian as the sustainer so that she gives even more buffs to her. And then the final slot can be like a Gray for the crit rate buff. Or if you get lucky and get Rosa, that's for the crit rate buff. But that's your team and you don't even have to reroll for that. That's just fucking guaranteed. Shada selector, Freya from the what's it called banner, target it. And then yeah, fill in the blank with Valerian and then a crit rate buffer and then you're good to go. Like you got your buffing team, GG's. Now, of course, for Doki Doki, you're gonna have to take one of them out for either her or this girl right here. But she's actually quite free to play friendly too. That's the funny thing. I'm shooting for the fucking stars and trying to land on the moon though, right? I'm trying to go for the Lily and shit for the rerolls, but you can waste 0 time, get that team going off rip and already be ready to go. Now, finally, we got our free characters. She's coming for free with a set, but you got to wait 7 days. Gray and Leon, you get off rip and they are so fucking valuable for Terra Matan. You're going to be using these two for the Terra Matan clear as a free to play or budget player because you're just not going to have pretty much anybody else. Unless you get lucky and pick up a Dieting. And even then, you're just gonna need the Leon. Leon is just too valuable because they give you one of the modes, or I'm sorry, one of the commission things. You are incentivized to build up Leon and they give you fucking resources for doing it. Plus, she's a great DPS for all the modes where people are weak to fire. So you're going to be using them. Grace, same thing. 4-star character, fucking fantastic. You also get drip for both of these characters. You get free skins for both of them. So it's kind of nice. They cover my fireboard. Chiata will cover like the water board and some other stuff. And so it's a nice setup. Now this girl, there's a 4-star selector. Do not pick anybody else except her. Okay. There's only 3 you get to choose. The other 2 are okay. They're not bad. They're decent. They're solid picks, but you need her, especially if you don't pick her up or a Mio and you don't have a Kraken. You literally need her for Doki Doki. This girl puts the whole field to sleep and they can't move. And then now the 50% damage mitigation comes off and your whole team pops off. You literally need this character. And so the 4-star selector is going to be her. That is pretty much all my plans. Now listen, wishful thinking. It'd be nice if I can get these 3. It'd be nice, but I got to be realistic with the 500 pulls, 600, whatever. And then obviously getting all the light and dark. It's just not, that's just like a reality that's not going to occur. So I would like to get them, but I don't need her because of Chiata. Is Chiata going to clear Doki Doki faster than her? No, fuck no. This bitch is disgusting. Don't need her to. I just need her to clear Doki Doki. If she clears Doki Doki, which she does, I already tested it, then we're chilling. I literally don't need her. And I'll prove it to you guys as we're going through the game. We'll prove it to you. So I like her a lot, but I don't really need her. That's the thing. I love Mio. I'm a big fan of Mio. The reality of the situation is, though, if I'm going to try and get Lily, then I can't be greedy and try to get Mio too. If I'm trying to get Leo and Klaus, you know, I can't be greedy and try to get fucking Mio too. But you know, Mio could pop up. This is all wishful thinking. And the rest of these characters, I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying I could do without them. I don't need them, right? I would love to use her and play around with her and Shada because she steals everybody's buffs and gives them to your team. I would love to play around with that combo, but I don't need her. I don't need Freya either. But if I get to the point where 6 rerolls and I'm still scuffed, then I might just have to do that free to play plan I explained to you guys. This dude's here's insane. He's fucking insane. I'd like to pick him up. We'll see what happens. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Tiamat got nerfed to shit. She's probably still solid. We'll see what happens there. Yeah, all these characters. Borgny got fucking massive buff. So it was like a matter of, do I go Borgny or do I go Shada? Because they're both water. I'm going Shada. Fuck Borgny. I like him. Bro's clean, but that Shada combo, bro, I fucks with it heavy. And the big problem with Borgny is if you don't have 4 or more units on the field, he gets nerfed quite a bit. If it's only 3 or less, he doesn't get this juicy fucking buff because he literally does more damage with more units on the field. So that's why I didn't go with him. She's amazing, but once again, I just don't need her. There's many other options. I love Doki Doki, but don't need her. That is all of my thoughts and plans for my launch goals. Comment down below. You guys let me know yours. I'd love to hear y'all's thoughts as well and what y'all's strategies are going to be. Literally, I really would like say, hey, here's my strategy. This is what I'm going to do. So yeah, that's going to wrap it up. Peace, love, and happiness. I'll see you tomorrow. Once again, exclusive Twitch drops if you want to tune in and watch the live stream for free rewards. And then on top of that, I have an exclusive code that I get to give to my audience for even more rewards on top of that. Okay, make sure I see you guys on launch so we can progress and play together. I'm super excited. Love y'all, man.